This is a great honor. I'd like to thank the Mark and certainly the Hall of Fame Committee and Vice Chancellor McCardle for this great honor for a great bunch of young men. I told my wife when we found out that we were getting inducted, it's going to be great to be with those kids again. She said, kids? I think the average age is about 60, 61. I was 15 when I was coaching them. This is a special place. You got to understand that my first coaching job was at a higher level was at the University of Kentucky, and then I was at Auburn for 7 years. And I came here from Auburn, and then I went to the San Antonio Spurs from here. And I can truly tell you that as far as the word student athlete, this is here. I mean, they want you to do good in athletics, which they should, but they want you to be a solid citizen and a good student. And my guys were. They were great, great basketball players. We had a special team. I told Mark, had they had a Division III then, I think that we would have won the Division III national championship. We were playing against as far as level was the university division and the college division, so Chattanooga and Kentucky Wesleyan, people that had 12, 14 scholarships. That's who we were pitted against. But we did enjoy beating Washington Lee, I can assure you. I was a Catholic that married a Baptist, and then I coached here at an Episcopal school. And I remember the bishop out of Texas wrote me a letter when we beat Washington Lee, won the championship. They put it in the San Antonio paper where I was from, and he said, "Sure good that an old boy from Texas taught the cow how to eat the cabbage." So I said, that must have been good. I didn't know what he meant, but I thought that was great to get a letter from the bishop. We had tremendous support here. I lived in Albert Gooch House. Somebody said Albert Gooch is no longer here, but it was a house on Faculty Circle, paid $90 a month. I could handle it there on the salary that I was making here. But I was frustrated the first year I was here. I took over a team that Lon Barnell had coached. Lon Barnell was making a ton of money traveling around with Lawrence Welk. And so he gave it up to make that money. He's a smart guy. So I took the job, and I had to play with what he had. And they were nice guys. They were good people, but they weren't real good basketball players. And it took a couple of years to bring this team together. And we were fortunate through contacts and through high school coaches and various people and friends that we were able to put together some outstanding young men. We had a 7-footer who's here tonight, Bill Cosick, who signed with Kansas, got hurt, but not hurt enough. He couldn't help Swanee. So he came, and we had a Kenny Borman, who was a junior college transfer, and Kenny played. And we had another forward that was from Auburn, Alabama, and I'm honored by his friends and by having his wife, Sally, here, and his daughter, Sarah Marshall, Eddie Green. Eddie Green played one of our forwards. Eddie passed away, but I was blessed to have those kind of guys. And then Eddie Crenson, a freshman from Father Ryan High School in Nashville, and he brought along a buddy of his, Harry Hoffman, who happens to be the head of the oncology department at the University of Iowa Medical School. And then Jackie Leffler, a little point guard that, he was my package deal. I hired Mac, and Mac was his high school coach, so I think Jackie brought Mac. So I can't figure it out, but anyway, we had him. Jackie had played freshman ball at the University of Alabama, and I asked C.M. Newton, who's a good friend of mine, I said, "C.M., do you remember Jackie?" He said, "Oh yeah, he was a good player." He said, "I just had a bunch of little guards then, or he would have played for us." But he played for us and did a great job. We had Mississippi State down 10-0 at one time, and then the Mississippi state relatives who were officiating the game took over. But we played them. We played them pretty close. I think they ended up beating us by 18. But we played Tulane. We were invited, a lot of people don't know this, we were invited to play in the NCAA tournament. And it was right in the middle of mid-semester exams. And to tell you the kind of school we have here, I left it up to the players, and the players really didn't want to miss those exams and everything. And don't forget, I was brought up in Kentucky and Auburn. They didn't even go to exams sometimes. But I knew that they were serious about their academics, and I remember calling the gentleman from Tennessee State who was on the NCAA committee. He said, "Well, I want to tell you this, it's not going to help your cause any down the road." And I said, "You telling me that you're going to punish my academic kids because they don't want to miss mid-semester exams? You're going to punish my school now in the future?" He said, "Well, I didn't mean that." And he didn't. And of course, about 2 years later, 2 or 3 years later, they went into Division III. But I'm thrilled that so many of them came back. We had a little get-together in Albuquerque. I was athletic director at the University of New Mexico, and we had several of them came back. We had about 6 of them. I think most of the starting 5, except for Kenny. And we had a great time, played golf together, had dinner together. I can honestly say that when you coach all kinds. I mean, you coach all kinds of folks. And if you're in this professional basketball, you coach all kinds. Good guys, they're good guys, and I'm not knocking the professional basketball players or Kentucky or Auburn or whatever. But these guys were special because not only were they, I never worried about their academics. I mean, I never worried about going to class. I never worried about any of that because they were all solid students that they wanted. I had no leverage on them. I mean, I had no leverage. I can cut your scholarship. I can do that because everything was geared on academics, character, and everything, not on athletics. The true student athlete is here at Swanee. It was a great experience for me. My background and coming out of, we won a national championship when I was a senior at NEI school. We had scholarships.